would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it off to get things started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ole Miss offense will take the first swing. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man down the middle.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll test the right side. And some room to work. Turning it on! Touchdown, Ole Miss! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the pack. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to swing it on second down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pulls it in. It's Trudowski. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The short hands, it's Harper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to fire on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Got room to work. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Leaves it with the back. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Auburn lines up quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Hold on.
And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a third and long. Safe completion on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
The Tigers will try to convert on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Moses. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
They'll run it from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Auburn! Special teams proving to be special. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let it.
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, explode through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pulls it in. It's Judowski. Here comes the offense on second down. The give on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, gap developed between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moses. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first one.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And that is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford.
And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to go.
He's loose. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Moses. And the returner goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Grab behind the line. It's Judowski. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Nice move, creates some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Rebels are on the move. Finds a little space. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. Powers through the defender. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A strike downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Ready to try the point after. splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Southern. A serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going to run it to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Threads it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Touchdown, Auburn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Even the defense has had Absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback on the keeper. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Rides the back on the option, the give. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down.
Got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding an escape route. He has the first and still on his feet. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Really nice job on the option that time. And obviously, this running back has had himself a day, right? And this defense has figured it out. They're keying on him. You saw all the defenders that time run his way, but nobody accounted for the quarterback. He made the right decision, kept it himself, and came away with a nice pickup on that option play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Trying play action. Lets it fly. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the grab on 3rd. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To give as they work on that clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Creates a little space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D-linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
Looking for a crease. It's Floyd. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against